The only tool we have for understanding the people of the ancient world is the body of texts that they left.
It is so important for the oldest things, for the most damaged things, for the things that tell us information that we haven't seen before. It's so important to be able to capture that.
One of the most important of ancient Western texts is the Homeric epic, the Iliad. Today, the oldest known complete copy, the Venetus A, resides in a library in Venice.
We know what happens in the Iliad. Hector dies every time. What we don't know is the whole history of how that poem traveled from its Bronze Age origins to the invention of the printing press.
One of the goals of digitizing that manuscript was to make it accessible on the network. But we also wanted to combine the 3D shape, the photography, and the ultraviolet photography into one representation that could be manipulated and enjoyed by scholars.
University of Kentucky researchers were also able to image 2 additional copies of the Iliad.
The Homeric E3, E4 manuscripts that are stored in the Escorial Monastery outside of Madrid in Spain represent 2 very old medieval copies of Homer's Iliad. They are complete, they're not quite as old as the Venetus. And you can see side by side all the different ways that story was recorded and passed on.
Another way images can be meaningful is by showing change over time. In order to explore this, Dr. Seals and his research team, funded by the National Science Foundation, digitally imaged the St. Chad Gospels.
Chad Gospels in Litchfield represent one of the earliest decorated manuscripts of the Latin Vulgate, New Testament.
This 8th century gospel book has been imaged 5 times since 1912. When these images are organized by time, one can see how the manuscript has physically changed over the years. Digitally imaging manuscripts is one part of creating the technology needed to preserve important historical artifacts and make them available to current and future generations.
Through digital visualization, we can travel to libraries and see their ancient books and put them next to each other.
The convergence of technology is unprecedented. Now, when you take that technological achievement and you apply it to fundamental problems in the humanities, understanding texts, reading material that's damaged, that broader confluence is fueling a transformation in scholarship that is unprecedented.